Taylor Allison Swift was born on December 13, 1989 in Reading, Pennsylvania, to Andrea Gardner Swift, née Finley, and Scott Kingsley Swift. Her father, Scott, was a financial advisor, and her mother, Andrea, worked as a mutual fund marketing executive before becoming a homemaker to support Taylor's burgeoning career. Taylor has a younger brother, Austin, who would go on to become an actor and producer. The Swift family had deep roots in the northeastern United States, with a blend of Scottish, Irish, English, and German ancestry. Taylor spent her early years on a picturesque Christmas tree farm that her father had purchased from a client. This unique setting provided a whimsical backdrop to her childhood, filled with experiences that would later inspire some of her songwriting. The farm was located in Wyomissing, a borough in Berks County, Pennsylvania, where Taylor attended preschool and kindergarten. The sense of rural tranquility and the enchanting environment of the Christmas tree farm contributed to Taylor's creative imagination from a young age. Taylor showed a keen interest in music and performing arts early on. She was fascinated by the work of her grandmother, Marjorie Finley, who was a professional opera singer and one of Taylor's significant influences. Listening to her grandmother's performances sparked a deep-seated passion for music in Taylor. By the age of 9, Taylor had already started participating in various local talent shows, karaoke contests and fairs, honing her performance skills and gaining confidence on stage. Taylor attended Wincroft School, a private co-educational school in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, where she was an active and engaged student. Her academic journey continued at West Reading Elementary Center and later at Wyomissing Area Junior-Senior High School. Despite her growing involvement in music, Taylor was an excellent student, balancing her academic responsibilities with her extracurricular activities. Taylor's interest in country music was piqued when she discovered the genre's storytelling aspect, which resonated deeply with her. Influenced by artists such as Shania Twain, Faith Hill, and the Dixie Chicks, she started to develop her unique blend of country and pop music. At the age of 10, Taylor began performing at local events, including fairs and contests, and even sang the Star-Spangled Banner at a Philadelphia 76ers game, which was a significant milestone for her young career. At the age of 12, Taylor began to learn to play the guitar. A local computer repairman named Ronnie Creamer taught her to play a few chords, which quickly evolved into Taylor writing her own songs. This period marked the beginning of her songwriting journey. One of her earliest efforts, Lucky You, was a reflection of her youthful experiences and burgeoning creativity. Taylor's ability to convey emotions and stories through music set her apart and became a defining characteristic of her future career. In her early teens, Taylor made her first trip to Nashville, Tennessee, the heart of country music. Armed with demo tapes of her karaoke performances, she and her mother went door to door on Music Row, the epicenter of the music industry in Nashville, hoping to secure a record deal. Although she faced numerous rejections, the trip was a pivotal experience for Taylor, solidifying her resolve to pursue a career in music. The experience also taught her the importance of resilience and persistence, traits that would prove invaluable throughout her career. Recognizing Taylor's potential and determination, her family made the significant decision to relocate to Hendersonville, Tennessee, a suburb of Nashville. This move was crucial for Taylor's career development, placing her closer to the country music industry's epicenter. In Hendersonville, Taylor attended Hendersonville High School, where she continued to balance her academic responsibilities with her musical pursuits. During this time, Taylor began working with experienced music industry professionals, including songwriter Liz Rose, who became a frequent collaborator. Taylor's songwriting skills continued to evolve, and she honed her craft by writing songs that reflected her personal experiences and emotions. Her ability to write relatable and heartfelt lyrics quickly became one of her defining attributes as an artist. At the age of 14, Taylor's persistence paid off when she caught the attention of Scott Borchetta, a DreamWorks Records executive who was in the process of forming his own independent record label, Big Machine Records. Impressed by Taylor's talent and potential, Borchetta signed her as the label's first artist. This partnership marked the beginning of Taylor's professional music career and provided her with the platform she needed to reach a broader audience. Taylor Swift's eponymous debut album, released on October 24, 2006, marked the beginning of her remarkable journey in the music industry. At just 16 years old, Taylor was already demonstrating a level of talent and insight far beyond her years. Her debut album was a collection of songs that she co-wrote, with many of them being deeply personal narratives that reflected her experiences and emotions as a teenager. This combination of youthful vulnerability and lyrical sophistication set her apart from her peers and helped her quickly gain a dedicated following. The lead single, Tim McGraw, was released in June 2006 and served as an introduction to Taylor's storytelling prowess. The song was inspired by a high school romance and her appreciation for country music, specifically mentioning country superstar Tim McGraw. It became a hit, reaching the top 10 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart and establishing Taylor as a fresh new voice in country music. The success of Tim McGraw paved the way for the release of the full album later that year. Taylor Swift's debut album was a critical and commercial success, peaking at number 5 on the Billboard 200 and spending over 275 weeks on the chart. The album produced several hit singles, including Teardrops on My Guitar, Our Song, Picture to Burn, and Should Have Said No. Each of these songs showcased Taylor's ability to write catchy, emotionally resonant lyrics that spoke directly to the experiences of her young audience. Our Song, in particular, was notable for its infectious melody and relatable lyrics, becoming Taylor's first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. The album was produced by Nathan Chapman, who would go on to become a frequent collaborator with Taylor. Chapman's production style complemented Taylor's songwriting, blending traditional country instrumentation with a contemporary pop sensibility. This fusion of styles helped her appeal to both country and pop audiences, setting the stage for her future crossover success. The album's sound was fresh and accessible, making it easy for listeners to connect with Taylor's music and the stories she told through her songs. One of the defining features of Taylor Swift's debut album was its autobiographical nature. Songs like Teardrops on My Guitar and Picture to Burn were inspired by real-life experiences and relationships, giving the album an authenticity that resonated with fans. Taylor's willingness to share her personal stories and emotions through her music created a deep connection with her audience, many of whom saw their own experiences reflected in her songs. This sense of authenticity and relatability would become a hallmark of Taylor's career. The success of her debut album was further bolstered by extensive touring and promotional efforts. Taylor performed at numerous country music festivals, radio shows, and television appearances, steadily building her fan base. Her engaging live performances and down-to-earth personality endeared her to audiences, helping her stand out in a crowded industry. By the end of 2007, Taylor Swift had firmly established herself as one of the most promising young artists in country music. Taylor's debut album earned her numerous accolades, including the Horizon Award for Best New Artist at the 2007 Country Music Association Awards and the Academy of Country Music Award for Top New Female Vocalist. These awards recognized her exceptional talent and hard work, validating her place in the country music industry. The success of her debut album laid the foundation for her subsequent albums and solidified her status as a rising star. Despite the demands of her burgeoning music career, Taylor remained committed to her education. While she initially attended Hendersonville High School, she later transferred to the Aaron Academy, a private Christian school that offered a homeschooling program. This arrangement allowed her to complete her high school education while managing the rigorous schedule of recording, touring, and promoting her music. Taylor graduated high school in 2008 with a 4.0 GPA, a testament to her dedication and ability to balance her academic and professional responsibilities. Her experience of juggling school and a music career was a theme she often reflected on in interviews, emphasizing the importance of education and the support she received from her family during this challenging period. Taylor's early success was recognized by the music industry, leading to numerous awards and accolades. In 2007, she won the Horizon Award for Best New Artist at the Country Music Association Awards and the Academy of Country Music Award for Top New Female Vocalist. Taylor Swift's second album, Fearless, released on November 11, 2008, marked her breakthrough into mainstream success. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and became the best-selling album of 2009 in the US. It featured hit singles like Love Story and You Belong With Me, which blended country and pop influences, showcasing Swift's talent for storytelling and relatable lyrics. Fearless earned Swift 4 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, making her the youngest artist to win the award at that time. Swift's third album, Speak Now, released on October 25, 2010, was notable for its deeply personal and autobiographical nature, with Swift writing all 14 tracks by herself. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, selling over 1 million copies in its first week. Featuring hits like Mine, Back to December, and Mean, Speak Now, received critical acclaim for its lyrical depth and storytelling. The accompanying world tour was a massive success, further establishing Swift's reputation as a leading artist of her generation. Taylor Swift's fourth album, Red, released on October 22, 2012, marked a pivotal point in her career as she began to blend country with pop and rock influences. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, selling over 1.2 million copies in its first week. With hit singles like We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together and I Knew You Were Trouble, Red showcased Swift's evolving sound and storytelling prowess. The album's success was further highlighted by a highly successful tour and multiple Grammy nominations. Swift's fifth album, 1989, released on October 27, 2014, represented her full transition into pop music, drawing inspiration from the synth pop of the 1980s. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, with first-week sales surpassing 1.2 million copies. Featuring chart-topping singles like Shake It Off, Blank Space, and Bad Blood, 1989 earned Swift critical acclaim and commercial success, winning the Grammy Award for Album of the Year. The 1989 World Tour further solidified her status as a global pop icon. Taylor Swift's sixth album, Reputation, released on November 10, 2017, marked a dramatic shift in her image and sound, embracing a darker, edgier aesthetic. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, with over 1.2 million copies sold in its first week. Featuring hits like Look What You Made Me Do and Delicate, Reputation explored themes of fame, betrayal, and resilience. The accompanying Reputation Stadium tour was a massive success, becoming one of the highest-grossing tours of all time. Swift's seventh album, Lover, released on August 23, 2019, marked a return to a lighter, more romantic sound, blending pop with synth pop and electropop influences. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, with notable singles including Me featuring Brendan Urie, You Need to Calm Down, and the title track Lover. Lover was praised for its lyrical maturity and emotional depth, celebrating themes of love and self-acceptance. The album's release was accompanied by several high-profile performances and the launch of her own record label, further establishing Swift's influence in the music industry. Taylor Swift's eighth album, Folklore, released on July 24, 2020, marked a surprising and critically acclaimed pivot to indie folk and alternative rock. Created during the COVID-19 pandemic, the album featured introspective storytelling and a stripped-down acoustic sound. Folklore debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and included hits like Cardigan and Exile featuring Bon Iver. The album received widespread acclaim, winning the Grammy Award for Album of the Year, making Swift the first woman to win the award 3 times. Swift's ninth album, Evermore, released on December 11, 2020, served as a companion piece to Folklore, continuing its indie folk and alternative rock exploration. The album also debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and featured collaborations with artists like Haim and The National. With singles such as Willow and Champagne Problems, Evermore was praised for its poetic lyrics and cohesive storytelling, solidifying Swift's reputation as a versatile and innovative artist. On November 12, 2021, Taylor released Red, Taylor's version, which marked the milestone in her career as she re-recorded her 2012 album, Red, to regain control of her masters. This reimagined version included previously unreleased tracks and showcased Swift's growth as an artist over the years. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, with tracks like All Too Well, 10-minute version, resonating deeply with fans and critics alike, cementing its place as a fan-favorite project. Taylor Swift's 11th album, Midnights, released on March 25, 2023, continued her exploration into introspective and dreamy soundscapes. This album delved into themes of nostalgia, love, and self-discovery, showcasing Swift's evolution as both a songwriter and producer. Midnights received acclaim for its poetic lyrics and atmospheric production, with singles like Starlight and Silver Lining captivating listeners. The album's success reaffirmed Swift's ability to reinvent herself while maintaining her distinctive musical identity. The Tortured Poets Department, Taylor Swift's 11th album, was released in April 2024 during her most recent tour, the Eras Tour. The album's songs introspect on events from both her public and private lives, capturing tumult and sorrow through motifs of self-awareness, mourning, anger, humor, and delusion. In the United States, the Tortured Poets Department debuted atop the Billboard 200 with first-week sales of 2.6 million album-equivalent units, including 1.9 million pure sales, marking Swift's biggest sales week and her record-extending 7th release to open with over 1 million units. Its songs made Swift the first artist to monopolize the first 14 positions of the Billboard Hot 100, with the lead single Fortnight at the top. In 2023, Taylor embarked on the Eras Tour, her first tour in 5 years. The tour is a retrospective tour celebrating her entire career. This tour, her first stadium tour in 5 years. The tour is designed to showcase the distinct eras of her discography, from her country roots in her self-titled debut album to the synth-pop brilliance of 1989, the introspective storytelling of Folklore and Evermore, and the shimmering pop anthems of Midnights. In recent years, Taylor has used her platform to advocate for various social and political causes. She has been an outspoken supporter of LGBTQ+ rights, women's rights, and racial equality. In 2018, she publicly endorsed Democratic candidates in the Tennessee midterm elections, marking a significant shift in her previously apolitical public persona. Taylor's advocacy has extended to her music as well. Songs like You Need to Calm Down and The Man address issues of gender equality and social justice, reflecting her commitment to using her voice for positive change. Taylor is also known for her philanthropy and charitable efforts. She has donated millions of dollars to various causes, including education, disaster relief, and COVID-19 response efforts. Taylor has also supported numerous organizations such as Feeding America, the American Red Cross, and the Nashville Symphony. In 2020, she donated $1 million to tornado relief efforts in Tennessee and provided financial support to fans affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Taylor's generosity and commitment to giving back have made a significant impact on communities and individuals in need. In addition to her music career, Taylor Swift has ventured into film and television. She made her acting debut in the 2010 romantic comedy Valentine's Day, where she played the role of Felicia. Taylor also appeared in the film adaptation of The Giver, 2014, and had a notable role in the movie Cats in 2019, where she played Bombalurina and contributed an original song, Beautiful Ghosts, which received a Golden Globe nomination. Taylor has also made guest appearances on various television shows, including CSI Crime Scene Investigation and New Girl. Her ventures into acting have showcased her versatility and willingness to explore different creative avenues. Taylor Swift's legacy extends far beyond her music. She has become a cultural icon and a role model for aspiring musicians and young women around the world. Taylor's authenticity, resilience, and dedication to her craft have earned her a place among the greatest artists of all time. Thank you for watching this short biography about one of the biggest artists of the 2000s. Please subscribe and like this video.